Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be covering preparing for matches. Simply because it's not going to be this long ass video where I talk for hours about technical stuff. It's very simple because a lot of people are like, one thing is practices or just doing a match for fun, but when it comes to something that matters, that you want to perform in, suddenly you play like crap. And I had this problem in my days. I would get nervous and start shaking, and like it looked like I had an aim buff, not because I shot well, but because my aim was shaking, and I was just super nervous. Of course, this just vanished in time, but I found a way. For me personally, and for at least a lot of my teammates, they used this method as well later on. So it's just a set of preparations to get you in the mood for a match. I can't really help a lot with the fact that you get nervous in a match. People are different, of course, and it's something that you just have to get used to. I can probably give you some pointers on it later on, but it just comes with time. You're just gonna be through the ringer a couple of times. So, preparing for matches, basically how to not underperform. So let's say you have a match in ESEA or Copenhagen Games. You're going to an event, or it's a qualifier for it's an online qualifier for Copenhagen Games or whatever, and you have to perform to be able to go to Copenhagen Games or whatever, and it's an important match. That's all that matters. So what I would usually do is, if the match were at 7 or 8, let's say the match started at 8. I would be ready at 5:30, 2.5 hours before the match is when I would start my preparations. And then I would start 30 minutes of deathmatch. Same as the aim prac. Just do the same thing for 30 minutes. And then 2 hours before the match, me and my team, we did one prac where we used the tactics that we will be planning on using. Use the setup, use the position, and there is no longer room for moving people around, trying out new stuff. It's just, this is what we're gonna do. This is our game plan, so to speak, and we are going to practice it once, just to get the feel of it, just to get the match in our blood, because a lot of the anticipation that you might have gets removed just in that first prac. And also what is important is that, because your preparations can be ruined by having a bad practice partner, you need to have booked that practice with another team before the qualifiers. And it should preferably not be someone you are going to face in that cup or whatever. It should preferably be a foreign team from another nation that will not be participating in the cup. But of course they have to meet the standards that you require to have a valid practice. But basically what I'm telling you is, you don't, no offense to German people, you are very nice, but you don't want to be facing 14-year-old German kids who don't have any organizational skills. They aren't organized, and they actually just ruin your prac because you don't have time to do that now. What is also important is, you shouldn't do more than one practice. The reason for that is, whether you want to accept it or not, it takes a lot out of you to just prac. So, and you want to keep that sharpness, you want to keep that focus. So you don't do any more than one match, just because you want to be able to be focused for the upcoming important match, and not exhaust yourself on the practices. Another very important thing, you're supposed to be staying positive to the match, and it's basically at this point, which is probably around 1 hour or so, less than 1 hour, no, more than 1 hour, 1.5 hour possibly, more or less, before the match. Don't comment on how the prac went. If it went good, you of course say it. You have to encourage your teammates, but it was like, dude, we shouldn't be doing that attack. It never works. We just, and dude, shouldn't Josh be on long instead of B? I think it does way better there, and like, it's too late to change shit like that now. It will seriously mess up your game. You will lose horribly, and yeah, of course you can gamble and it pays off, but usually the synergy in the team play, I mean, amongst your players, unless you're a team that has been playing for a year and a half, that won't work. You are lucky as hell if that works, and you shouldn't be doing that and doing it, because it will mess up the synergy for 4 people, because there are 2 people who are changing positions from what they are used to, and the guy who used to be a catwalk, he knows how the last guy on A used to play, but he has no idea how the new guy plays on A, and same goes with mid. So basically you are messing up for 4 people if you are coming with stuff like that. If you are unsatisfied with how the team works, take it up with your in-game leader after the match or the qualifications, because you have probably spent a month or 2 preparing for this tournament, and you had 1 month or 2 to come with your opinions. Coming with your opinions 5 minutes, 30 minutes before a game, sorry dude, don't expect to get hurt, and it's gonna make your in-game leader focused on something else than something that he shouldn't be focused on. So yeah, just my little 2 cents. That got really serious for a second. So basically, after you're done with your one and only prac, you want take a break from the point where you are done with the prac, and then you want to take a break and you want to meet up again 30 minutes before the match on Mumble, Ventrilo, Skype, or whatever you decide to use, and you just want to sit there and like relax and talk smack and just like talk about the girl you saw at the mall or whatever. And then about 10 minutes before the match is supposed to start, I have this one video that just gets me so fired up. I watch it every single time before a game. It's called I'm a Champion. It depends. It could be any motivational video for that matter. But just like do your routine to get fired up, get focused, get sharpened before 10 minutes before the match. Get your adrenaline pumping. Be sharp. Be ready. Because it works. And when you are fired up and ready, you will not underperform. You will overperform because you know what you have to do. You practice it. You're ready. So at least it is a routine, a schedule that has worked for me over the past few years. And I strongly recommend it to everybody. Please let me know in the comments how you guys did using this routine, and stay subscribed for more. This will be probably, I won't say never ever, but it will probably be the last winGr Weekly for this week. We will be doing another winGr Weekly. I will be recording winGr Weekly 5, which is the next one, on Friday, the upcoming Friday, which is, I need to check the dates on my computer. It will be the 1st of March in Europe list, March 1st, and let's just say I will start at 7 p.m. Oslo time, so that will be GMT +1 or Europeans Central Time. Is that it? But if you want to tune in, go to Twitch TV/winGr, and I will be live streaming the recording as well. It will probably be more like a 2-hour segment that I just break down afterwards, because I like talking to you people. Okay, till next time, I'll see you on Friday, everybody. Twitch TV/winGr. Have a nice day. Spread the love if you know players that are shit and need advice, or you simply have a team that you're trying to build, and you gotta show every person in your team these videos so that they can get better. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you later.